A ver esas caras bonitas.
Now, in today's video, I'd just like to discuss the disadvantages and advantages of Mira. Firstly, I'm going to start with the disadvantages because in my opinion, I feel as if that the disadvantages outweigh the advantages much more. Don't get me wrong, Ubisoft, I love your games and I love Rainbow Six Siege more than my heart can content, but I just think with this new operator, she is more attackers based than defenders based, and I'm going to explain now why. Firstly, having a defender who can break open reinforced walls is not going to be defenders base. Reason why I say that is because defender's purpose is to reinforce walls to keep enemies out, not to open them up. That is the first thing. People will just come and peek it. There's no point. Attackers will use that as an advantage to them to come and peek it when Mira isn't peeking it. That's the first thing, because that could also keep unsuspecting people who are defenders who will come into the room not knowing that that wall is being broken open because they've reinforced it and they didn't know that they had a Mira on the team, because that will happen sometimes, don't get me wrong. Now, another thing is that Hibana. Is there really going to be any use for Hibana in this new DLC? If Mira's there, is there really going to be any use for her making holes to peek through? It just makes it easier for Hibana to open up more things for the attackers to see. Now, don't get me wrong, there are advantages for Mira. There is advantages, but at the moment, if you really think about it, putting it in the defender's perspective, putting it in a player's perspective and a player's free will, if I wanted to be a dick and I wanted to go into a room and put a Mira on the reinforced wall and then just open it up so my teammates get shot, I could go in and do that if I really wanted to. If I wanted to do that, I could just simply go in and open up reinforced walls that shouldn't be reinforced. And now, in saying that, maybe the defender didn't want to be a dick. Putting it in a perspective where the player didn't know that puts other defenders in harm, maybe that's a common spot for players to camp, then that ruins it for the defender, limiting the areas where you're going to be hiding in. Now, don't get me wrong, there are advantages of Mira. Like, there's a lot more disadvantages I can keep going on about. I could go 10 minutes on about the disadvantages, but just thinking about having an operator that can break reinforced walls open is really more attackers based. Now, when I say that there are good things, is that if you're Mira and you're a roamer, and maybe you set a reinforcement on the other side of a reinforced wall rather than on the inside, maybe an attacker didn't go into that room to open it up like Thermite would or something, or Hibana, you can use that to your advantage. If you are last alive as maybe a 3-speed operator, she could be, and you're running around with the Vector, and you're last alive, and maybe there's 2 enemies remaining, and they're capping the objective, and you don't know where they are because they're aiming at each and every single doorway that there is, and then you open up a hole in the wall, a reinforced wall, because they're not going to be suspecting for a reinforced wall to just simply open up. They're not going to be aware of that. No attacker ever stares at a reinforced wall unless they're new to the game. Now, in saying that, you can use this to your advantage a lot. If you can place down more than just 1, maybe about 3 on each wall, or 2, I'm guessing it's 2 or 1, you can use this to your advantage. You can break open 1 on each side ready for the attackers. So you could break it open and you're going to see everything inside the room, as the attackers aren't going to be aware of this, and you can get the drop on them, shooting them at will. Shooting them when you're ready, because they're not going to know that that's going to come open, and that's an easy kill, and then you could probably win the game. And another advantage for Mira would have to be on house. Now, there are disadvantages. For example, the ASL doesn't even use house. Yeah, it does use favela. Yes, it does use other maps where reinforced walls face the outside of the map. And maybe the new map coming to Rainbow Six Siege Velvet Shell maybe has some reinforced walls facing outside too. I don't know. But then the advantage of this is that, like on house, everyone pushes the garage when you're in the garage. Everyone. There's not one person where I don't see try, at least. And now, when they push from garage, you could open it up to get the drop on all of them. Get ready to spawn peek every single one of them there. getting ready to sport that and stopping their push, stopping the push from them putting on a thermite charge or something, an exothermic charge. But don't get me wrong, the charges that you put on the wall as Mira aren't that big. You're not taking up the whole wall. You're only taking up a proportion. I'd say about half of a reinforced wall, if not a one singular reinforced wall. And there are 3 reinforcements on that wall. And now, looking at that is, I mean, they're just going to sneak up on the left and the right side of it and then just exothermic charge for there, unless you can peek it without being peeked yourself. Now, as I say that, that's only 2 advantages for the new operator coming, called Mira, and there could be many, many more. And now, don't get me wrong, in the trailer, you see that she puts it between both reinforcements. And if you haven't noticed, that Thermite only puts his exothermic charges, mainly it usually snaps on between both of the reinforcements. So if you could use this to your advantage when the exothermic charge is going down and use it to counter it, and then you made a peak hold to peak the attackers, that could become really, really useful. Now, don't get me wrong, if you guys have some thoughts and some disadvantages on the new operator coming to Rainbow Six Siege and the new Velvet Shell DLC, let me know. Comment down below what you think is going to happen. Comment down below if you think that I'm wrong and there's more advantages and disadvantages. Everyone's opinion matters. And I'm not going to sit here and be all salty because my opinion is now overruled by someone's, but tell me what you guys think. If you guys think that it's better to have an operator like this, or do you guys think it's worse? Do you guys think it's a defender's base or attacker's base? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that subscribe button and like the video or something, I don't know, but feel free to do whatever you want. If you guys did enjoy and want to see more videos that I'm going to be uploading more commonly now, please hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys in the next video.